The grassy pool has been around for a long time, but the grassy pool couldn't do it without volunteers. Now, these volunteers are getting older, they need more support, and otherwise, is there going to be a future for the Saki Pool, the Swimming Association of King Island, or the grassy pool as we call it?
Back in the 1960s, when the mine was at full beam, the Shearlight mine that was operating at the time actually put in the money to build this community pool here in Grassy for their workers. We used to have a population of over 3,000 people then on the island, but since then, you know, it's been a small community of volunteers that have kept this pool up and running. It's completely run by volunteers, and at the moment we're trying to save it, see if we can keep it open. But as you can see, most of us are getting older. We've got a small committee. I think we've got 4 left on the committee at the moment. We've had a couple leave the island, and we're just asking for help, for volunteers to come on board, take on positions to keep us running.
What is the actual work? Because I'm sure you don't need volunteers with buckets to fill up a pool with water, but what's all involved to run a pool?
There's a lot of work behind the scenes. We have a plant room. We have burners out the back here, which is run by a very small volunteer group. There's only 2 of them left at the moment. We did have 4, and they work on a 1 week off basis. And what we do is use the waste oil from the community. It gets picked up from the council in various places, and it's brought down here, and we run it through our burners, and that's what heats the pool for us all year round, except when we have breakdowns, which happens every now and again. And so that's how it operates, that's how it works.
So the grassy pool is actually helping the environment, that oil and whatever doesn't go into waste?
Exactly, it's definitely. We do charge the council a set rate for, you know, picking up the oil and to burn it from them, but it's saving the community a lot of money by not having to ship that waste oil off the island. It comes down here and goes through our pool.
So what other voluntary jobs are there to do, as in an organisation like this?
Well, you know, there's a committee, like we need a committee of management to keep running the pool, which is not that arduous because we only meet about 4 times a year to pay the bills, you know, correspondence. At the moment we're just about to have our AGM, so that audit has to go to the auditors because we are an incorporated body, so that needs to happen. But also behind the scenes is a lot of cleaning that goes on. Myself and one other person helps clean the pool, so we just come down, we clean the toilets, we don't use the showers anymore. We wipe, especially during COVID, we were doing constant cleaning, wiping down all the surface like handrails, benches, seats that got touched that we needed to clean. We try to have a biannual working through the year to pressure hose the surrounds that you can see here. They get pressure hosed down to get all the dirt and grime off the surfaces, so we need a team to do that. And the upshot is we're all getting a little bit older and a little bit stiff and sore, and if the community want to keep this pool open, we need people to step up and come on board, basically.
Is the community using the pool?
Yes, they are. I did a count 1 week here, and we had because we have a sign-in, sign-out book at the front there, and we had about 30 contacts in 1 week, which was really good. Now it's getting a bit colder, we don't have that many people, but we do have a lot of mothers and young babies that come down and use the pool. We also, unfortunately, lost a great person in Abby Morris, who was a school teacher here on the island that used to run learn to swim classes. Except in my lifetime, the learn to swim classes have been a continuity thing happening, because we've had quite a few people that come in and stepped up and say, oh yeah, can we use the pool and we'll teach kids to swim, which I think living on King Island, surrounded by sea, is the most important thing that we could have on this island. So if there's anyone out there that can learn to swim, you're more than welcome. We have an enormous amount of equipment here. I have been teaching aqua classes myself for a number of years and just retired 12 months ago, and now I'm taking a private class for a person with a disability, and the benefits of this pool is just immense. It's non-weight bearing, it supports your joints, you don't have muscle aches and pains, you can do exercises in the pool comfortably with a range of equipment, and especially good for rehab, that sort of thing on the island.
Is it sad in a way that it sounds like it's easier to fill a pool with water than to find some volunteers to help?
Exactly, it is. Well, it's easy to fill the pool because we have a hose and a tap and to run the tap in. We also have a pool cleaner that's supposed to go in the pool once a week, and we really do need a volunteer, preferably somebody that lives in Grassy that can come and put the pool cleaner in and take it out. We're also looking to get funding. We think we've got some funding to replace the covers here on the pool, because as you can see, I'm talking to you now, they're pretty well ripped. We've had a wonderful person in Mandy Blackney that's come along and actually done quite a few repairs for us, free of charge, to keep them going. But now they've got to the stage they're just beyond repair, and we do need new covers. So hopefully we will get the new covers that have been promised, but my thought is, what's the point if we don't get people stepping up to keep the door open?
What would you say to people? Here's your message, here's your opportunity, tell them, because it looks like if your group stops now, it's the end of the pool. It
is, it will be the end of the pool. We've got an open close sign on the door, and all the committee getting old. I've done it for well over 10 years, and a few others have been on board. Back in the day when Pat Frerk and Neva Bichetta, they were wonderful. They spent just nearly all day, every day down here. I mean, I don't think they needed to, but they just loved the pool, realised the therapeutic benefits it creates, and so they got to my age, and I thought, well, I better step up and help take over. But now I've got to their age and I need someone else to step up and take over. And so, like our president wants to retire, we haven't got a vice president. We've lost our membership secretary. Our secretary that we did have has left the island. So basically I'm doing all those jobs apart from the presidents and treasurers. But
King Island, wake up.
King Island, wake up. Do you realise this is a fantastic facility? It's so good for rehab that, if you don't want to see it closed, come on board. It's not that hard. We're not asking a lot.